What is up, guys? TheTJM here with the first of many Black Ops 2 gameplays. As Christmas has come and gone, there's going to be a lot more people playing Black Ops 2, and I thought, as someone who's had the game since its release, I thought I'll start uploading now and give you guys some advice on how you can get the best start possible. Accompanying this commentary is just one of my earlier games before I'd even prestiged. It's not spectacular, but I thought it would give you just a bit of an example of how the earlier times of Black Ops 2 before the patch and all that jazz happened. But basically, I'm running here the MSMC silencer with fast mags. Definitely recommend at level 28 when you unlock this gun to use it, as it has worked very well for me. It's the first SMG I've gotten gold, and I've prestiged it twice. Definitely worth a look, especially with silencer. And instead of fast mags, my current class that I use it with has got the extended mags, basically just to spray and pray and avoid having to reload while I'm going around corners. Because as you see in the early times here of my games, I've got this habit of shooting, killing, and then reloading straight away and not really paying much attention. With fast mags, it just gives you that extra few bullets that you can avoid having to reload. So with a lot of these maps, they're quite close quarters, and you don't want to necessarily be reloading as soon as you kill someone, because chances are someone else is going to pop around the side and ruin your score streak. And that's another thing. You can see I've got the UAV, Hellstorm Missile, and Lightning Strike. Those are all good low kill streaks to go for in the beginning. I definitely recommend those because they're not that difficult to get point-wise. UAV is always good. They've actually, in the patch, increased the score that you need to get it, but it's still very useful because, unlike other Call of Duty games, Ghost is actually only unlocked, I think, at the very end of the prestige level, so around level 54 or so. So not many people are going to be not showing up on your UAV unless they've already prestiged and used a token on that, but more about that later. So definitely run the UAV. And I've just got Hellstorm and Lightning Strike. Lightning Strike is a little bit better because you can choose where to place them, whereas Hellstorm Missile is kind of like the Predator from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, where it's pretty much you've got to just hope that people aren't hiding in buildings. But yeah, definitely. A thing that I've found from these maps is that they're a lot closer quarters. Especially with free-for-all on this map, it is, once you work out where the spawns are and you've played a few games, you can kind of basically find the areas where you can kind of pin down people. But see, there you go, don't use the Hellstorm Missile in standing in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, just my other thoughts on this game so far. It's definitely SMG dominant, meaning that pretty much these SMGs are so powerful that you can essentially not quite cross map kill people, but pretty gosh darn close. So they actually did change it in the patch where they've kind of, I think they either buffed the assault rifles or they kind of nerfed some of the SMGs, but I've been playing since the patch and I don't notice any considerable difference, which is a good thing. With games after they've come out, you don't want to be changing them so drastically that guns that people were using become useless, but at the same time you want to kind of add some balance. But just talking about my class here again, I've got Scavenger, and I've got also Hardline, Dexterity, and Extreme Conditioning. Once again, I've pretty much maintained this class through all of my 3 prestiges so far, except I've changed Extreme Conditioning to Engineer. Basically, as I said, the maps aren't that large, so you can afford to, sprint and then walk a little bit, because with the Extreme Conditioning, obviously it just makes you sprint for a longer distance, which isn't that necessary with maps so small. And another thing, you don't actually want to be sprinting around corners, so it's probably better that you can be prevented from doing that. And definitely use Engineer. It's essentially Hacker from Black Ops 2, where you can see enemy equipment, which is very useful with a lot of people using Bouncing Betty, Shock Charges, and all that good stuff. And once you unlock it, I definitely recommend pairing that with the Black Hat. I wasn't actually aware of what the Black Hat could do until after I prestige once, but essentially with the Engineer and Black Hat, it's pretty much like Hacker Pro from Black Ops 2. meaning that one, you can see enemies' equipment with Engineer, and then you can hack it with the Black Hat. It's actually quite useful because it adds points towards your point streak. I believe it's about 50 points, and you do that a couple of times, and you're pretty much on your way to a UAV after you've gotten maybe 1 or 2 kills. So that's definitely something worth looking at. And as far as prestige tokens, once you actually do reach a prestige, you get prestige tokens. I recommend holding off on using that for basically a while, because when I unlocked, I used it on primary gunfighter, which basically means you can add a third attachment to guns. I wish I didn't, but you know, it's worked out. But basically, guys, when you're playing through this game for the first time, hold off the urge to prestige straight away. Try and get a good feel of all the guns, because it'll be a while before you'll be able to try out some of those later ones, namely the last assault rifle. I think you only unlock 1 level off the highest before you prestige, and same with Ghost. I definitely recommend giving everything a go once you reach level 55 before prestiging. That way you can kind of work out what works for you, what doesn't, and what is worth using your prestige token on. But guys, this gameplay is coming to an end, as you can see here, 30 and 10. I'm going to be obviously uploading a few more gameplays, more recent ones, because as I said, I've had prestiged twice. So anyway, guys, this has been TheTJM. Hopefully some of what I've said here has been useful. Like, favorite, and subscribe if you want to have more. Leave comments down below if you've got anything you want me to talk about. And yeah, see you next time.